to the Fair Digest Sports News Desk. My name is Clinton Jarman. As usual, on a Monday, I bring you all the latest sports stories from around the world. And just before I go into it, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to comment below, and also subscribe to the Fair Digest channel, as well as the online magazine. So straight into it, then the Proteas game on the weekend was rained out without a ball being played, unfortunately. The new coach, Enoch Nkwe, will be disappointed by that, as well as obviously the captain, Quinton de Kock. But it's just one of those things in cricket that you can't get past, so that's just one of those things. Then straight into some NFL news from the weekend. The Patriots took on the Dolphins. Patriots won this one quite easily, 43-0. Tom Brady had a great game. New signing Antonio Brown also had a great game as well. They're now 2-0. The Patriots are looking very dangerous, and with the likes of Antonio Brown in their side, slowly easing his way in, it could be a tough season for a lot of teams that come up against them. The Ravens continue their winning run, 23-17 against Arizona Cardinals. There was a late comeback by the Cardinals, and young rookie quarterback Kyler Murray throwing for over 300 yards as well. Very impressive. But the Ravens managed to win this one, and they're on a 2-0 run as well. Their next game will be an interesting one. They come up against the Kansas City Chiefs, which will really test the Ravens season and see where they are at. Then Green Bay got their season underway with a 21-16 victory over the Minnesota Vikings. Aaron Rodgers had a good game after his poor performance the last week, so now they are 1-1. And Green Bay will be out to prove that game wasn't just a flash in the pan, and they are the real deal this season. Dallas Cowboys are 2-0 as well, beating the Redskins 31-21. The game was a good game. The Redskins gave the Cowboys a good run for their money, but in the end, the Cowboys just managed to edge them out in that one. The Kansas City Chiefs took on the Oakland Raiders. Patrick Mahomes came through in this one, and the Chiefs won 28-10. Chiefs are now 2-0 as well. So two 2-0 teams will come up and meet against each other next week, being the Ravens and the Chiefs. Should be a really interesting game. And we'll bring that game, the score, for you next week. For more on game week 2 of the NFL season, if you want to see a breakdown of who scored touchdowns and yardage and all that stuff, Ryder Muller will give you a breakdown of week 2's results more in detail. Now, just looking at some MMA from the weekend. Cowboys Cerrone versus Justin Gaethje was a good fight. Cowboy, he's got the all-time record for fight wins in the UFC, 23 wins, and seasoned veteran fighting an up-and-comer like Justin. They're two friends as well, so it must be tough to fight against a friend like that, but it was a good fight. Justin won by TKO in the first round after 4 minutes and 18 seconds. He connected with an overhand right, which sent Cerrone on a bit of a wobble, and from then on he was just landing shot after shot. And then once that starts happening and the guy's not protecting himself, the ref has to step in and stop that one. So so Justin very much on the up and up after the fight. Daniel Cormier, sorry, I just lost it. Daniel Cormier interviewed him, and Justin was saying that his next fight he wants Khabib, and that should be an interesting one. Justin being a very good striker, and Khabib's obviously got the best ground game going around at the moment. So that could be an interesting fight, one in the future. He says he wants the fight after Tony Ferguson, no matter who wins, but he wants to fight the champ. So Justin on the up and up, and we'll keep an eye out for that one as well. Right. Then, just last but not least, Romelu Lukaku was again racially abused, this time by a TV pundit, Luciano Passirani. Yeah, so apparently this guy, was praising him after or before a game in the Italian, on an Italian broadcast, and saying, one-on-one he'll murder you, and then going on to say that the only way to stop him is to feed him 10 bananas. Now, this comes after, Romelu was subject to racist abuse from Calgary fans a couple of weeks ago, where they had, monkey chants at Lukaku before taking a penalty, and then they intensified after he scored the penalty. Lukaku's teammates had to, try and calm him down in that situation, and I can only imagine how he must feel about this latest incident. The producer of the broadcast did say that it was a momentary lapse, and he's sure he didn't really mean it in that sort of context, But the problem is that these things keep happening inside Italian football, whether it be now the punditry and the fans, and to me it just seems like Italian football has a problem. I did an article a couple of weeks back about racism in football and my stance on it, and where I think that FIFA and UEFA and the Italian football federations are falling down. But it just keeps happening, and you get all these campaigns where you want the guys to spread the word and stamp racism out of football and all this stuff. But then you have these incidents that make you question whether enough is being done. I know there's a lot of money in football, and that's where I think that we need to target these racist fans and federations or pundits or whoever's doing it. It needs to be stopped, and it can only be stopped through one, educating youth, and two, hefty fines for these fans and for these clubs. One suggestion I did make in an article, if you want to go look at it, you're welcome to go do that. Subscribe to our online magazine to go look at it, and you can see there I've outlined a whole plan as to what to do. So my plan is to suspend the club's fans for 5 games, and then if they don't listen after that, just keep the suspension getting longer and longer until they realize, listen, we don't want the racist fans. Yeah, we want the fans that are here to watch football. And unfortunately, these incidents keep happening and seem to be becoming more frequent. And it's just terrible to see. Obviously, one of our main messages here at the Fair Digest is that we want a fair, free society, and one that's not prejudiced in any way or racist. And we're trying to educate people. And if you want to see some articles on race and critical race theory, you can go ahead and again look at our online magazine. It's all there from our writers, and you can go check it out. It's just sad to see it happening in football once again. Again, guys, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe on the Fair Digest. I'll be here again Monday for all the sports breakdown and games. And yes, if there's anything else you want me to cover, please do comment below. Your comments are much appreciated. And thank you for joining me.